Okay, excellent. Well, thanks everybody for taking some time to spend with us tonight. And hypnotherapy, it's an interesting subject, and how I've incorporated essential oils with that too, I find quite interesting, and even my colleagues are finding that intriguing. So I thought we'd give a little share with everybody and explain a few things about it, because most people don't really know that much about hypnotherapy. So first off, I'm going to just let you know about who I am. So my name is Luana Mabley, for those of you who do not know me, and I'm a registered clinical hypnotherapist with Arch Canada. And I'm also a wellness and life coach and a master NLP practitioner and a doTERRA wellness advocate, and a proud mother of 3 sons. My journey and new career path started in 2016, and it's been 4 years now of a lot of studying to get me to where I am in these fields. Uh, I started life coaching first, and I decided I needed an extra skill set, so I studied to become a clinical hypnotherapist. And I work mostly with women, but not solely, but mostly with women, women who desire a transformation, a change. Most of them feel that they are stuck somehow, that their patterns are no longer serving them, that they are suffering from some type of pain, be it emotional or physical. And I guide them to discover their truth, to help them release whatever it is that they need to release. And by the end of it, it enables them to live the life that they desire while being their most authentic self. And so that is what my goal is when I'm working with my clients. Now to get into what hypnotherapy is. So hypnotherapy, it's the power of suggestion to bring about positive change in people. And this change happens while people are in hypnosis. And hypnosis is the practice of relaxing the conscious mind or the critical mind to a trance-like state, while bringing the subconscious mind into a heightened state of awareness that makes it more receptive to positive suggestions that are being given by the therapist. And the focus is on the person's strengths and skills in order to be able to attain their desired goals that they've set. And the therapist simply guides the person's imagination through a visualization or a story, using all of the senses. And that is, the senses all being used enhances the experience. And that's why essential oils during the session actually can help, because again, it's adding an element of smell. And even if someone is not in person in session, they have the oils on at their home, and we're doing a Zoom session, we're still able to use the essential oils. So they get that enhanced experience. So a little bit about debunking. So thanks to Hollywood and Vegas stage shows, we have a lot of preconceived ideas as to what hypnosis is. It hasn't done us any favors, and I say that probably 90% of my clients ask me if I'm going to make them cluck like a chicken. Obviously, I don't, unless that's what your goal is, but I don't think you would pay to have a session to do that. So there are no swinging of pocket watches. There are no, like I said, making you do something that you would not normally feel comfortable doing. That being said, when you see on a stage show somebody who is up there doing something silly, like clucking like a chicken, for example, that stage performer actually took some time to feel out the audience to see who would be more suggestible and who's more an extrovert, who would be, willing to do something silly. That person is clucking like a chicken, not because they're in hypnosis, but if they were dared to do so at a party, they would do the same thing. So it's something that's already within them, something they would be willing to do. You cannot be made to do something that goes against your will, your values, or your morals. Also, you will not, after hypnosis, all of a sudden start sleepwalking. You will not be brainwashed. You will not be more susceptible to taking risks that you would not have previously taken. You are always in control when you're in hypnosis, because you are there, after all, seeking help, seeking a change. And it's key to the success of hypnotherapy to have the person actually wanting and willing and motivated to change. So you will also not divulge any of your secrets to me. I will not end up with your passwords. Um, and you will not, most importantly, be actually reliving traumatic events, which is a big concern of many people. You will not relive them. So hypnosis is very safe. And hypnosis is actually very natural. We do it often throughout a day. Daydreaming. So if you're at your office, at your desk, or in class, and you daydream, that's natural hypnosis. When you're driving your car and you realize you passed your exit, or you arrived at your exit, but you don't remember the last few kilometers, you were in autopilot, that also is a trance-like state. When you watch TV or a movie and you're really engulfed to the point where you don't hear the doorbell or someone calling for you, that again. And even when you read a book and you're really engulfed in the story and all the details and you escape, that is also a time when you're in a natural hypnotic trance. Um, Athletes use it to get in their zone. They get in their zone where they know what they have to do in the steps that it needs to be done in, and they've practiced it so much that they just are in their zone. And that again is a form of hypnosis. What can hypnotherapy actually help with? It's endless. It can help with so much, but it can help with something as simple as sleep issues. Uh, Big thing is limiting beliefs. You can change your beliefs. The fears and phobias, fear of heights, fear of speaking in public, all can be dealt with through hypnosis. Anxiety and pain can all be lessened and managed through hypnosis. You can, PTSD has a great success rate with hypnotherapy. So does irritable bowel syndrome. It has lots of scientific studies proving that hypnosis is a viable way to eradicate the symptoms. Sports performance. Like I mentioned before, many sports athletes actually use hypnosis in a form of getting themselves ready. They see themselves running their race, let's say, and they see all of the steps needed for them to win, and they actually visualize themselves winning. So it can be used for that, or any performance actually. Also, addictions can be dealt with in hypnotherapy, as well as weight loss, and boosting people's self-confidence, enhancing skills that they feel are a little less than, headaches, anything like that. Like really it's very versatile. Okay, so I was going to do a little exercise. And for this, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen so I can see. Everyone's on. Okay, so I just wanted to, to do a little, just a little visualization. So people are like, how do we know if we can be hypnotized? And it's as simple as this. So I can't see you, but I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And I just want you, with your eyes closed, to imagine a big purple elephant. And now imagine that purple elephant has white polka dots all around, all over it. And if you could actually see that, then that means that it's that simple. That's exactly what I would do, not with those instructions, but that's what I would do for you to be able to see how easy it is to just follow my simple instructions, following my voice and what I'm asking you to do. All right, so let's go back. Share again.
And then you're welcome to come, like we have our cameras and our voices off just for your presentation, but we can totally put them on and stuff if you want to engage with the
Yeah,
group.
I'm going to do that at the end. I think I'll do a little exercise at the end and we'll keep them on after that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. So some of the essential oils that I actually use, this is quite a bit of them. They're the ones I use most. So you can see them all here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a description of each one and how I use them and how I enhance the experience. Okay, so in order to, when we're not in COVID and I actually can see people in person, I would be diffusing Siberian fir and lavender. Siberian fir actually promotes the theta brainwaves, which is where the changes can take place. And that, along with lavender, and the lavender helps relaxation and to lower any anxiety. And so those two together are like a perfect combination to have diffusing throughout a session. Now, because most of my sessions are on Zoom now, I would ask my client to actually either have them diffusing or smell them from their palms of their hands before the session begins. And then, because it's very important for the success of hypnosis to be successful, you need trust and rapport. And so that is created by the interviewing process, the intake, and just getting to know the client so they can also get to know you and trust you. But sometimes people are still reticent because, you know, it is hypnotherapy. They're not really sure what it's all about. They're not sure what kind of feelings they will be getting. And so in that case, then I would be using frankincense because it promotes trust. And they absolutely must trust you to be able to go into the hypnosis state. Then the next favorite oil for me is the bergamot. This is a wonderful oil, and there's actually was a PhD dissertation done about bergamot with PTSD clients. And so this is used between sessions. This would be used to support them after a session and before their next session There's an actual protocol of daily use multiple times a day with diffusing at night. And this helps to lower the stress hormone, the cortisol, as well as with someone with PTSD would have aggressive outbursts. They would also feel that they have avoidance tendencies, and this would help them with that, as well as it would help them control their anxiety and stress level uh, daily. And so over time, over a 2-week period, they would absolutely see the difference between the hypnotherapy and the bergamot helping to support them. Copaiba, that's another one that is great because it helps unravel hidden pain. And a lot of people don't really realize what it is that's holding them back or keeping them in their pain. And so Copaiba sometimes is helpful so that it can bring to the surface issues or feelings or emotions that were hiding there and they were not quite aware. And this in tandem with the hypnotherapy again, of course. The ylang-ylang is often used as well. This is used as a support after session because inner child work is done quite often in hypnotherapy. Most of our formative years, so from 0 to 8, is when a lot of experiences can be misconstrued by a child's mind because they don't have the capability to evaluate and reason and understand sarcasm and that type of thing. And so often we work with the inner child, and ylang-ylang nurtures the inner child, and it allows people after a session of inner child work to be able to be more playful, incorporate and feel more joy in their life. And so be a little bit more childlike, and the ylang-ylang does this with them. And then geranium. This is one of my favorites. Almost, I'd say 95% of the people I see have some form of I'm not enough or I am not worthy. And I love geranium for this. And even if that's not what you are actually seeing your therapist for, it's just like giving you a big hug. So geranium actually, it enhances the emotional and heart healing that is necessary, that through all of this change work and shifts, releasing beliefs and such, you realize that, you may have been hurt by people, whether it was intentional or unintentional. But I find that geranium just gives people a little bit of an extra sense of self-love, nurturing, fills the heart, makes them feel good, and it helps them support them through the time of, between sessions of hypnotherapy. And basically, hypnotherapy has, it can actually provide such phenomenal results for people. There are permanent change that actually take place, and that can forever alter a person's quality of life. And this is why I love so much using hypnotherapy in my practice with my coaching clients.